What is good, chat? What is good, everybody? Hold on, I gotta fix the stream. There we go. Alright. Okay. I gotta fix some things on the stream before we get to talking about the SmackDown. Just gotta fix a few things. Alright, bro. This is gonna be fun, man. This is gonna be sick, man. Let's see what we can do here. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. We have a lot of stuff to get into before tonight's SmackDown. Some of y'all are already about to watch SmackDown. That's why I made this so early. Alright. There we go, chat. Let's get it, man. Let's get it popping, bro. So, we need to talk about a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff needs to be said. A lot of stuff needs to be said about tonight's SmackDown. It's getting crazy, man. Let me know if the audio's good on here. I need to know, man. Alrighty. Let's start a poll here. Let's see. Let's see. Will the Street Profits win the tag titles tonight? Boom, yummy. Yep. The poll is up. The poll is up, man. Alright, now we talk, man. So, really the first thing we need to get into is probably just like the card that's gonna happen here. There's a lot of stuff that's supposed to happen, but also we don't know everything that's gonna happen yet, obviously. So I'm excited to see. I'm obviously very excited to see who will win during Street Profits and DIY. That's been a match that's been building up for a while. So I'm excited to see who wins that. But it's kind of complicated, if I'm being honest with you. It is very complicated. Alrighty, chat. Let's see. Is this working? Yes, it is. Thank you. W in the chat, man. Alrighty. Let's go here. I recently just uploaded this. If we go to the Google Slides, we'll be able to see everything that's happening. Okay. It might be a bit laggy, but we should be able to get it done. Alright. So now we just got to let that load, and so we can get into it. It's pretty much just a review I did a minute ago, but just kind of doing it in a live stream form. So we're almost there, man. We are almost there. Talk about tonight's SmackDown. It's getting pretty heated in here. Let's get. Alrighty. Let's see what it looks like for y'all, man. Boom, yummy, boom. Alrighty. We're ready. We are ready. And the stream is actually working. The stream is actually working. It's what we like to see. That's what we like to see, man. I just gotta wait. There we go. She's running smoothly. A little bit. Running smoothly. Alrighty. It should be running smoothly. But I don't know. If you hear any background noise, the connection is so unstable, man. We're gonna try resharing. we're gonna see. Yeah, now it's very clear. Okay, good. I'm trying to get the stream to boot up, man. I'm trying to get the stream to boot up. Yeah, see, okay, here, hold on, guys. I gotta plug up the phone here. We're gonna lose it, man. We're not gonna lose the stream if the phone dies, but we're just gonna go ahead and plug her up here. Alrighty. So, now that is ready, we're gonna try to hook it up to one of my Chrome tabs. Boom. Share. Boom. Okay. Is this working? I know it's lagging for y'all right now. It is lagging right now, but it's okay. I'm trying to see if it'll work or not. But I truly do not know. The stream might be a bit scuffed because it's the first time we'll just stop sharing it. Alright. Into what's happening tonight, bro. Instead of trying to share all my screens, I'm just gonna have to, instead of sharing all my screens, I'm just gonna have to talk about what's happening on tonight's SmackDown. We're just gonna dive into the first thing that's mainly advertised, and I guess that is Charlotte Flair versus B-Fab. We know last week B-Fab came up to Charlotte after Charlotte attacked Tiffany, and she challenged her to a match. So that's how we came about all this. But now it's just about who will win this match tonight. Pretty complicated, to be honest. I don't see the reason why Charlotte needs to have a match tonight, but I'm not mad that she is having a match because she's great in ring, and it's always exciting to see her in ring. So I'm excited to see that. But tonight it's gonna be awesome. I'm hoping that Tiffany Stratton attacks Charlotte Flair after this match or even during this match, because this match does not need to be held, and it's not like Charlotte needs any momentum going into WrestleMania. If anything, I feel like Tiffany needs momentum now. She's been getting attacked by Charlotte for weeks. So I feel like if there's anybody that needs to be given the momentum, it's definitely Tiffany. But that's just my opinion personally. But we all know that Charlotte's been attacking Tiffany, and we need the momentum to go to Tiffany instead of Charlotte. But obviously, if this match does go on to be an actual decent match, we know Charlotte can do it in the ring. But the fact is, if B-Fab can have a good match with Charlotte Flair, obviously B-Fab is in WWE for a reason. Everybody that's in WWE is in WWE for a reason. So I'm excited to see who or if they're going to have a good match tonight. Obviously, I feel like that Charlotte will obviously win because B-Fab is kind of just like a filler for this match. But the main question is what will happen during this match? Will we get a Tiffany run-in? Will we get Charlotte just picking up the victory, which I think is probably the wackest option we could go with here? But, that's just my opinion. Hold on, I'm going to have to scooch all over. There we go. My opinion, the worst thing that could happen in this match is for Charlotte to win the match. If Charlotte wins, I think that this might be the worst part of the night. But the main question is what will be the opener? I believe it's going to be Miz and Cody on Miz TV. We know that that's advertised for tonight. Not on all the cards. I know that WWE posted it, but it's been interesting on what's going to happen tonight with the Miz TV stuff, because we know that John Cena isn't booked for tonight's show, but will he show up? Will it be another tease? Maybe. But that's the main question, is if he'll show up. I just think, because last week we saw Cody come out, he had a promo, and he told the crowd that he was the captain now, which is like pretty crazy, because, it's kind of just telling the crowd that he's taking control of the rivalry, but honestly, this would be nothing if John Cena didn't turn heel. So I don't know what he's saying he's the captain for, because this rivalry would be dirt if John Cena didn't turn heel. So I'm excited to see where all that lays down tonight. I'm excited to see if Miz can bring out a heel side of Cody Rhodes, or if Miz will start shaking some stuff up, and maybe we see Miz and Cody little beef before Mania. We know John Cena comes for the next 3 Monday Night Raws. We have him next week for Monday Night Raw, and then we have him next week. The next week's Monday Night Raw is looking really good. We have Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker, an awesome match, and we have John Cena. And obviously there's a lot more. We have Penta versus Ludwig Kaiser in a no-holds-barred match. Okay, so y'all actually think Street Profits are winning this match tonight? That's honestly probably the best option you could go with, to be honest. I think they need that now. I don't think the DIY can do anything with them now. I feel like if they would have had something for them, they would have kept their titles and not had. Well, like the thing is, I'm so confused though, because why would DIY even win the titles? Obviously, it's like a kind of a Cinderella story because, as we know, Tommaso Ciampa was acting heel, but then in reality, Johnny Gargano was just playing the part as a face to get Johnny Gargano and him to win the titles. So I think that's a cool way to win them the titles, but it's awesome to see us really having a not knowing idea in our minds. Because if I'm being truly, completely honest, we do not know who's winning tonight. We know that maybe we're getting a title change. But the only thing that is stopping me from thinking that is definitely because we saw 3 title changes over the past 3 weeks. Or 2 title changes, my fault. Okay, I'm just making sure the audio is right. But yeah, we had EO beating Rhea, which is a big moment in this. And then last week on SmackDown, we saw LA Knight defeat Shinsuke, which is no surprise. We knew that was coming, but like, I'm excited to see how all this is going to turn out. It's going to be interesting, though, for sure. Very, very interesting. I'm excited to see who is going to come out with these titles. I'm just like, it's kind of shocking, to be honest, because people are saying that, and obviously I'm making this live stream now so I don't get any spoilers because I know it starts at 3 for other people. I think either 3 or 2 or something like that, so that's why I'm making it. And we might end around 2:30, something like that. Just a little short stream. And I know that a lot of people are doing short streams right now, so we're just going to go ahead and do them just for the fun of it. I'm changing the title of my last video because I realized that it was wrong. There we go. The pre-SmackDown review is up right now. The pre-SmackDown review on the YouTube channel, and I decided to do a live stream for it also. So everybody vote up on the poll. Okay, so now the poll is 50-50. Somebody thinks that the Street Profits will win the titles, and somebody else thinks that they will not. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know. I have mixed opinions, to be honest, because we know that EO beat Rhea on last week's, or the week before last Monday Night Raw. Then we saw LA Knight defeat Shinsuke last week on SmackDown. So I don't know if they'll do three title changes in like 4 weeks. I don't know if they'll do that. I'd hope so, but I think we really need the title change for the tag team titles. But I don't think we'll get them tonight. We need to build up the story for WrestleMania. Yeah, I think that for sure the build up for this. I mean, after we saw Street Profits attack DIY, I thought for sure we were getting DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns versus Street Profits. But now I'm thinking we get that at Mania. But seeing MCMG losing on SmackDown last week to Pretty Deadly is kind of a dumb move, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think they should have done that. I think the best thing to do there, I mean, the fans were going back and forth with it because everybody was saying how MCMG is getting whatever they want. And then, like, their second tag team match, they won the titles. And I wasn't mad at that because they needed that. Those tag team titles needed to be took off the bloodline whenever MCMG came, and it needed to make an impact. And now it's worked because Motor City Machine Guns are a dominant force, and we know that they can win the titles if they want them. And they're a great force in the ring. So let me know what you think, Ian. If maybe we see that triple threat tag team match at Mania, if we see Street Profits, DIY, and Pretty Deadly or MCMG, I think we'll get a ladder match, to be honest. I mean, I know we saw that on SmackDown a couple months ago, but they need to figure out something. As we know, Nick Aldis wrote that thing on the board the other week, like talking about what's next for the tag team division, but I don't think it's working. You think MCMG only won them because of the TNA merger and made them? Yeah, that's true. That is very true. But I'm glad that DIY is the champion. I love DIY. But at this point, I can't get behind them because they turned into a heel, and now they're kind of like mixed between a heel and a face. I can't really get behind it. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck now because I don't seeing mixed opinions from the WWE universe and everybody else. It's just getting so confusing for the tag team division. Obviously, on Raw, it's even more confusing because they're basically non-existent. But yeah, I'm glad that Eric and Ivar have those championships, but I'm also mixed opinions because they haven't been showing out the way I would like them to. I feel like that they should have gave the titles to the Creed brothers the other night, but that's also something that I wouldn't be looking forward to. I'm excited for this new member for the Judgment Day. There's just a lot of stuff. It seems like we're going to get a heel WrestleMania series. Yeah, lots of heel guys are looking to win, especially John Cena taking down Cody Rhodes. That's very true. I think that we'll have DIY going into Mania as heel. I think Street Profits obviously are going in as a heel. Are the War Raiders considered heel? That's weird because it's like a 50-50 also. They're counted as a heel, I'm guessing, but also this feud with the Creed brothers that they're having, they're the faces, and the Creed brothers are the heels because they're an Alpha Academy. So it's very weird, but I'm excited to see who all goes into Mania as heels, and I'm excited if the Raw Tag Team titles will get a spot at Mania. We obviously know there's a lot of filler matches on Mania right now. We got Drew versus Damian, and I think we'll get Braun versus Jacob rematch, but no, actually, what am I saying? I think we'll definitely get Solo and Jacob. That's been heating up for a couple of months now, or about 2 months now. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, I think the War Raiders are face. I don't think I could see them as a heel. Whenever they came back, that was a pretty big shock. I was excited to see them, and for the couple of weeks that they were, like, whenever they returned, for the weeks after they returned, they were good. They were really good, and now they're starting to cool off. I feel like they ain't as trustworthy, but they're kind of making them look unbeatable, if I'm being completely honest. I don't see a tag team who can beat them right now. They've went through every tag team. They gave the Creed brothers a shot at it, and they lost. And then who else did they give it a shot to? I think Judgment Day got another shot at it before. Yeah, they did. That's how JD got hurt, I believe, in that tag team match for the titles. And that's so unfortunate. JD getting hurt is so unfortunate. He is really good. But it made me respect JD more because he kept going in the match. And we know that he was on Chris Van Vliet's podcast yesterday. Did I watch that podcast as soon as it came out? I was so excited for that. But let me know, Ian, if I should end this poll on the Street Profits. Ian's low-key being a W viewer right now. W viewer. You think the rumor of Rey Fenix and Penta coming to the tag teams? I feel like yes, I believe it, but the little rumors that have been going around that he was in the Alpha Academy mask is total rumor. That isn't true because there was a post that came out by a trustworthy source on X, I believe, that he's still in the signing. He's still signing papers and still figuring things out with WWE. So it ain't Rey Fenix under that mask on Monday Night Raw. And supposedly he's supposed to be coming after Mania. So, and I think that's good because we need Penta in this singles run right now. He's cooking. He is cooking. The best thing we saw from Penta so far is that off Ludwig Kaiser's back into the Canadian or the Mexican Destroyer. When are we getting you credentials for WrestleMania? I wish, man. I wish. I've been going for that recently. I've trying to not talk about WWE in a bad way because we know people that talk about WWE bad and they don't get credentials. I'm hoping one day I can get credentials, but Penta is a singles guy. He brings a flavor. Yeah. I think right now I want him as a singles guy. I don't want him to be anywhere near tag team right now. I feel like after Mania, if us fans can sit through this part of the horrible tag team division, I feel like we can sit through nearly anything. Because right now the tag team division is looking really poor. But after Mania, once we get Rey Fenix, if we get Rey Fenix, then it might be spicing up. And rumors coming around, we know Ricky Saints came to WWE. So now, apparently, CJ Perry, Lana, and Rusev or Miro are supposed to be coming to WWE now. So I'm excited to see what he can do in the singles division here, because we know he used to be a force. He even faced John Cena, at all people. I would not expect Rusev to face John Cena. That match was pretty horrible anyway, but it is what it is. I don't mind another man on the roster, but at some point they're going to have to start releasing some people, which they did a couple of weeks ago. How would you like to see the draft unfold? That's tough, because we saw Carmelo be able to come to SmackDown again, which I think is perfect, because tonight we got him versus Randy, which I'm really excited for. But however the draft unfolds is how it's going to happen, to be honest. I ain't mad at anything in the draft, because we know I don't think the draft has disappointed us in the past 4 years. In the past 4 years, from 2020 to 2025 now, we haven't saw a bad draft. We've seen everybody go to the place we wanted them to go, and I think the best thing going for the draft, we saw the little trade stuff a couple of weeks ago, and we saw Damian split up from the Judgment Day and him going to SmackDown and leaving the Judgment Day on Raw, which I think is the best thing for that, because Adam Pearce has some temptation every time Damian and the Judgment Day is on the same card or is on the same roster, he puts them against each other. It's so annoying. But I'm glad Damian's finally getting what he deserves on SmackDown and getting to face these big-time guys and getting a one-on-one match at Mania. We know last year you cashed in. If you're bored of the tag... how would you like to see the draft unfold if you're bored of the tag team division? I would like to see Dominic and JD go away from the Judgment Day and be as a tag team. I feel like once Judgment Day unfolds and they start breaking down, we've seen them break down about 3 times now. We've seen Edge try to start up the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley. That didn't work out. Finn turned on Edge, and then we saw Finn turn on Damian and Rhea, and now we're seeing Dominic and the rest of the Judgment Day kind of turning on Finn. So seems like we are getting rid of the Judgment Day with Finn Balor, the Demon coming back. I'd hope so. I think for sure that people are saying that it's going to be Aleister or Malachi. I don't see Malachi Black being in. I mean, his personality fits perfectly. But seeing the little hints of Karrion Kross talking to Dominic back behind little promos and stuff like that, I think we'll definitely see Karrion. But it's weird. It's very weird, because we see videos of Damian on Instagram. Or not Damian. We see videos of Karrion going around on Instagram saying how he's behind the curtain looking at Sami Zayn and AJ Styles coming out in the Rumble and all this other stuff. It's very confusing with him right now. I don't know what they're doing with him. I think they're trying to start up a new faction, but they have to have something for him, because they released his sources. If this doesn't work out, if what they're trying to do right now doesn't work out, he has nowhere else to go unless they really push him as a single star. Because Axiom and Razor and Ramon got released, and so does Paul Ellering. So now all we got Scarlett and Karrion. And I don't know why Scarlett's there in the first place. Obviously because it's his wife, but she does nothing. She doesn't even talk on the mic. The same with Paul Ellering. Whenever he was with Karrion, he didn't talk on the mic either. It was just useless talent here. I mean, I can only say useless talent on, fake manager. What I'm saying, man. I don't want to talk bad about him, because as you said, Ian, I need those credentials. I need to go to Mania. One day we'll get credentials, but right now I'm gonna stick to my little commentator spot, and we're gonna stick to that. We've had a couple of little hints from WWE. One time, we've only been on WWE TV once. They put my review on TV once. And during the 2020, something like that era, I used to have a other channel, and where I used to post like WWE content and gaming content, but it got deleted by YouTube. And they put one of my videos on the bump. The bump used to be legendary. I bring back the bump, man. I know they released Caleb Braxton or something like that, but they still got Sam Roberts, Megan, and that other guy that they can put in there. I don't know why the bump ain't a thing no more. It was so good. I remember waking up on like Wednesdays and Saturdays and thinking that the bump was the greatest thing of all time. During the pandemic, the bump saved, bro. The bump was great. Let me know in the chat, Ian, if you remember the bump, bro. The bump used to be legendary. The bump is a legendary. It's just so legendary. They are real bit. They are real. Do you want to learn how to talk today, bro? They are rebuilding WWE again. We will get new shows. I'm really loving Evolve. I'm loving Evolve. These first 2 weeks of Evolve have been looking really good. I haven't got to watch LFG. I've been seeing little clips of it, but I think that is I feel like Evolve is better than LFG right now. I hate how LFG's going. I hate how Bubba Ray Dudley feels like he can put his hands on like the little superstars, and like it's getting annoying. I hate using the word hate. It's a strong word, guys. Don't use the word hate. But I hate Bubba Ray Dudley. Vince McMahon is said to be starting another wrestling promotion. What is your opinion? It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. He did it once. He can't do it twice. And we saw him whenever he started aging, he started getting worse and worse. And we saw that with 2019 and through 2017. We saw that horribleness. But then he finally got his baby boy back in Roman Reigns, which y'all know I'm the biggest Roman Reigns fan on the planet Earth. Oh, it's over here for y'all. Ulafala. And we got the championships over there. I cannot with this little flip thing. Got the championships, and then over there, they're over there at my bed. Or over there, yeah. Bubba Dudley don't want soft wrestlers. That's why I'm from the old guard. I just hate him so much. I can barely listen to the Busted Open radio podcast and stuff because he acts like he has any voice about WWE. He acts like that he puts in an input about who wins these matches, and he really is just a voice. He has nothing to do with anything that happens on this WWE TV. Ian, let me know if you are a UK watcher and if you're watching it at 3 o'clock or whatever time, or let me know if you're watching it at 3 o'clock or if you're watching it at 8 o'clock like everybody else. Any independent wrestlers you'd like to see on WWE? I'd like to see Matt Cardona. I mean, that's the obvious one, though. It ain't going to happen. He's the king of indies, but it ain't going to happen. I'd say probably there's a couple there, but I could tell you more wrestlers from AEW that I would like to see in WWE than Indy. Because Indy, it's just so hard to see. It's so hard to get or know anybody from the indie scene because nobody posts highlights now. I would love to see BDE get his shot at the Rumble. He's been asking for it for years, and now he's finally wrestling at Wrestling Revolver, doing an awesome job. Ian, let me know in the comments if you saw him hit a Spanish Fly at Wrestling Revolver. That is greatness, man. Brandon is doing greatness. It's so cool to see that. Let me know if you saw Brandon hit a Spanish Fly, and let me know if you're watching it SmackDown at 8 o'clock. Because I need to know. That's the only reason I started this live stream. WWE, AEW, New Japan, TNA, Defy. First, we'll start off with AEW. Or we'll start off with WWE and any WWE superstars I would like to see go to any other program. I would like to see... It's hard, man, because I don't want anyone to leave, but if I had to pick anybody, of course, during the pandemic... Yeah, we'll be watching tonight at 8. Okay, good. Because I know the UK and a couple other, like everything else is watching at 3. That's why I started this live stream. But turns out it's convenient because I didn't expect anybody to join this. But Ian, you're a loyal viewer, my brother. Let me know in the comments how long you've been watching, man. Let me know how long you've been subscribed to the channel. Because, I mean, we've been on the grind recently, man. But I would like to see, during the pandemic, I've also been seeing Brandon hit the Spanish Fly. He looks fantastic. He takes bumps great. Yeah, you can tell Brandon's really put in that work. And the Spanish Fly, he did look beautiful. I can't even lie. And I saw he hit a Canadian destroyer too, or a Mexican destroyer too. That looks awesome. But during the pandemic, we saw rumors that Kevin Owens was going to go to AEW. And still to this day, if Kevin Owens if they do nothing with Kevin Owens. I would love to see him go to AEW, but at this point in his career, I don't want him to leave because he's doing great work right now. And if you got a spot and you need somebody to put their body on the line, Kevin Owens. So, honestly, if there was anybody I'd like to see to go to AEW, though, it would probably be, let's see, who is somebody that I would like to see? Let me know been subscribed to you for a few weeks. When I get on the YouTube, I normally watch your vlogs. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Because normally I try to upload every day, but like being a wrestling YouTuber, it's hard because there's not a lot of video ideas there. And normally if you have video ideas, they take you about a week to edit and record them and to get, because I don't have an editor. I just have myself since I started. And my brothers and everything like that, they like wrestling, but they don't help with the channel. It gets frustrating, but I love it. This is ultimately my second dream job. I bet you can guess what my dream job is. Randy saying Kevin Owens intentionally hurting people seems true. There's some truth to his wrestling style. Is Kevin Owens a liability? Nah. Because he clearly does move safely, but he can take moves like anybody. If you need anybody to take a move, it's Kevin Owens. I'm going to run up a new poll. Actually, I'm going to end this poll, but then I'm going to put up a new poll. Let me know what poll I should start, Ian. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to start this Q&A. Boom. Alrighty. I started that one right there. Start that little Q&A. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see what the man Ian said, man. Hold on, I have to. Questions list. Boom, boom. Alright, I gotta let everything load again. Hold up, Ian. Hold the phone, man. Yeah, where did my... Okay. Top chat. And then I have to go to live messages. Yeah, this is my first stream on my computer, but this is like my 10th stream all time. All time sounds crazy. Alright. But yeah, I don't think Kevin Owens is a liability. He can take bumps, he can do whatever you need, but at the same time, we know that he gives bumps safely. He's gave 3 package pile drivers in the past year, and he's done them all safely. And Randy, some said that he got hurt, but he really didn't. Randy had an injury after that package pile driver that lasted 10 minutes, and it took him 4 months to come back. Don't make any sense there. Kevin will take any bump. Yeah. He's just like he's dangerous, but he ain't dangerous to other superstars. He just hurts himself for no reason. We see John Cena or Cody Rhodes. Just a story in here for Cody. That's very mixed opinion based, to be honest. I mean, I feel like everybody has their own opinion about that. I feel like John Cena will beat Cody for the 17th, but I think we'll get some appearances at Mania. But I just hope they don't go with the stupid Bloodline Rule stuff. Not stupid. I love the Bloodline Rule stuff, but I just hope that they don't I hope they don't try to repeat the same thing as last year. I love what they did last year with Roman versus Cody. I love that match. It's probably my favorite all-time match. Hold on, what is going on with this camera? Hold on. Ugh. Okay, what was that? But I love what they did last year. I loved the build-up. I loved everything about it. But I don't think they could redo that. I don't think Triple H could redo that. But if they... Obviously, at Mania, I'm almost 100% we're getting Stone Cold. We know last year at Mania 40, we saw Undertaker take the spot of Stone Cold because Stone Cold had some family issues, I think. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what 41 holds. we know there's a lot of crap that needs to be said about 41, but I mean, we could have an hour-long session about WrestleMania 41. It's looking decent right now. I'm not gonna hate on it. Stone Cold is the secret spot. Yeah. I just hate the fans know about it now. I hate we know about it because if we didn't know about it and he came at Mania, I would pop. I ain't gonna lie. Either way, I'm gonna pop. I cannot lie. But either way, I'm gonna be loud for him coming here. But I don't. Now we know. Now we kind of know. Okay, do you want to know Triple H loves to give old fans nostalgia? True. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing this now. Anybody that knows John Cena's old history knows how big of a moment this is. He's been a babyface for 20 years. And The Rock now is like the final boss. And I love it. I love every second of it. But I don't think that it'll be lasting for too long. I think for sure John Cena is going to be a babyface for his retirement. But I think for some of the tour, he's going to be heel. I feel like Cody will eventually convince him to turn back babyface, maybe after Mania, and that'll lead to Cody winning the title back. But I don't think he can. Okay, so we have Mania, and that means that this title has to be switched on a Saturday Night's Main Event PLE because John Cena is booked for the next 3 Monday Night Raws. He's booked for Mania. He's booked for the Raw after Mania, and then he's booked for a Saturday Night's Main Event, and then a lot of more SmackDowns and some Raws. So he needs to give the title away at some point. But Ian, let me know if you want a fun fact about how many shows I've been to. Let me know in the chat because it's truly incredible. Incredible. What am I saying? Give that fun fact. I got you. So, fun fact. I've only been to like 5 or 4 shows, and I'd say the best picture I've gotten from every single one of those shows is either this and Edge. I got to see Edge in person, and that low-key a decent photo, but I got to see him, Beth, Miz, and Maurice. So, I mean, that's decent. I mean, seeing Edge in person is a little bit like that. But if you give me a quick second, wait, can you hear the audio good through this mic, or is it from my computer? I don't know. What city you got to go to for shows? Normally, well, I can't disclose that, to be honest with you. As much as I would love to, I can't because I know that you're not a creepy man or nothing, but I don't want to give that away. You feel me? Okay, thank you. Thank you for understanding. A lot of people don't understand. I'll be back. Hold on. I'm going to go grab the other picture. Alright. Let's head back on here. Alrighty. So, and the other one is Nick Nemeth, or Dolph Ziggler at the time of this. But, dude, that lighting is horrible. There we go. That's a little bit better. But, I mean, clean picture. I put these in frames. I only got 3 in frames. And I got one that just like the Raw, I got the Raw ring from where we were sitting. And then I got this. So, I mean, I think this one's probably one of the cooler ones. But I just had to put these 3 in frames because they were sick. I think it's cool that seeing Nick Nemeth in person and then seeing him go to TNA and Indies. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. But you got to keep those memories alive. Lucky you live the digital age. Thank you, brother. I know many people. Anytime I'll get on a live, I still have videotapes hiding in my closet. That's some true stuff, bro. I don't have videotapes, but I don't got any videos. I only got like pictures. I have a whole stack of pictures in my drawer, but I don't really. I mean, I get them out pretty often, but half of them is just horrible pictures. But for my birthday, my mother, she decided to print all of the pictures that we've went to a lot of shows, and she printed out all the pictures from all the shows we've been to and printed them out into like little photos. So we put it in an envelope. I've had them for about 1 to 2 years. But I'd say the best match that I've ever got to witness in person was Ilya Dragunov versus Jey Uso in that King and Queen of the Ring, match in the semifinals. I think it was. Great match, man. Great match. I loved it. And dude, when I tell you, okay, Ian, I need to know if you have been to a show and got to see Jey Uso live. I need to know. Or got to see recent Jey Uso live. Recent. Let me know, brother. Dragunov, haven't seen him wrestle in a little since he lost his belt. Yeah, I think he should be coming back soon. I know Bronson Reed said he'll be coming back around May, June. Yes, Jey Uso brings dude, when I tell you, there was not a single person in that crowd that wasn't even that. I don't think there was a single person that wasn't standing up. I mean, the crowd is electric, man. It's electric. And it was to the point where after the show, I had to buy me one of those yeet hands, bro. I had to cop me one. Because, I mean, it's just like so, it's crazy how he can go from a tag team guy to a guy that can get everybody off their feet. Seattle went nuts. I mean, yeah, really any crowd can go absolutely insane. I think the best crowd that wrestling has seen so far would probably be either, or I don't remember what crowd that was. I mean, Mania 40 was pretty good, but obviously Madison Square Garden is going to be a crazy crowd. But man, it's those little memories that will stick with you forever. I'd say that there ain't nothing like going to a show. There is nothing like it. Even if it's an indie show. I mean, it obviously ain't better than a WWE show, but even indie shows are not that bad. Ian is a true member right now, brother. I didn't expect anyone to join this. You going to indie shows? I haven't been to one in a hot minute because the last time I went to one, this guy literally nearly died. Wait, you might have saw the clip. So, have you saw the clip where that guy in the mask does a backflip and he lands on the top of his head? Bro, the sound in person. I don't want to witness that again, brother. Dude, I went out of there as soon as that happened, bro. I just left. Dude, that was bad. It was really bad. It looks way worse in person than it does on camera. And I saw the people that, like, recorded that video. The people who recorded that video on the side said that was in Mexico. That was not in Mexico, brother. That was not in Mexico. I can assure you I do not live in Mexico. Just people clout chasing, man. But yeah, I mean, that was crazy. That's probably the craziest spot I've seen, bro. You know, if I'm in the building, man, they're clout chasing. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. 400 subscribers isn't itching the top, bro. 400 subs is not itching the top. I bet half of those are bots, to be honest with you, because there's only about 3 people that view every single one of my videos. And dude, Ian, I'm excited that you're a decently new subscriber because you can I believe you sound like a big wrestling fan, and I believe that you will comment and like and all my other stuff on my videos. I believe because obviously you know the Santis apps of the world. 400 subs for someone who loves what he does is gonna hit, dude. Yeah, I mean I started this channel 6, 7. Okay, what am I? Jeez, man. Jeez. Brain rot's getting to me. There is no way, man. I mean, I was literally just talking about months, and 6, 7, like, help. Okay. Anywho. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my, man. The brain rot's getting to me, man. Dude, deleting all apps, man. But I literally just forgot what I was talking about, bro. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I made this channel about 6 or 7 months ago, and ever since been trying to stay as consistent as possible. I know I went on a downfall for like a couple of weeks, but I used to do everyday uploads, but after about a month, I had no video ideas in the tank at all. And it was to the point where there was nobody viewing the videos. So I was like, there's no point in editing all day and no views. There's just no point of it. There is just no point of it. It will build, that's very true. But I've noticed that the little clips that I post isn't working. So mainly I just post like little stuff like this. Like the other day, I posted this thing and it was go watch it, and it was pretty much I watched back Unbreakable 2005 with AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe, and I posted some clips from that, and it went crazy. I think my highest viewed video was like 20,000 views, and that's not the greatest, obviously, but for me it is. For me it's great. I ain't even gonna say it ain't. It's awesome. I loved it. Dude, you gotta keep your hashtags, gotta put a ton of them in your videos, secretly look into it. Yeah, I do that with every single one of my shorts, but people that don't do it look like they get more views than me. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Ian, do you got a channel? Do you post wrestling stuff? No channels. If you're willing to start one, I could give you a few tips. Just a wrestling fan. Feel that. I was a wrestling fan for like 2 years before I started making, because my first ever PLE that I watched was SummerSlam 2020, and to many people that isn't old at all. But if you really look back at it, it's not that early either. I mean, I'm on 5 years now, and I'm not ashamed of it at all. I mean, obviously, it's very easy to not watch it because the people that either, like, yeah, we all start somewhere. That's what I'm saying, man. But people, like, criticize it so much. People criticize watching wrestling so much. 1999? Wow. There's been a lot of storylines since 1999, bro. Tell you too. You're on the live. What you got? Why do I not understand that? Am I cooked? You're on the live. Well, should we get back to the SmackDown? Should we get back to talking about SmackDown now, bro? I feel like we got so sidetracked right there. But we talked about Charlotte versus B-Fab. If some of y'all missed that, go watch that back because we went in depth on that Charlotte stuff, and we went in depth on the tag team match tonight. What we haven't went in depth of is Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes. So if y'all want to hear about Carmelo and Randy tonight, let me know in the chat, and I'll start going in depth about that. It's a very interesting match. Real quick, Hayes or Randy? It's obvious Randy's gonna win just to give him that momentum. And then I'm out of here. Got a meeting. I'll see you later, Ian. Hope you enjoy SmackDown. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Pieces, deuces, bro. I'm about to end the stream anyway. It's fine. They talked to me. Okay, buddy. Okay. But we like Carmelo. That's what I'm saying, man. We'll go in depth on Carmelo right now. So pretty much, Randy's obviously winning because we see Randy return at Elimination Chamber. And I definitely thought that Carmelo had way more title reigns than he has because he's only held the NXT Championship once. But Randy, we know he's a champion. We know he's like a 16-time champ. But I think it's 15 actually. Or 15-time world champ. But we like Carmelo. Yeah, we do. We do like Carmelo. Tell him, Ian. We like Carmelo. That's what I'm saying. Eli, you quit hating, buddy. You quit hating. Tsunami's coming, buddy. But anywho, we're hitting our 50-minute mark. We'll go for an hour, whatever. We'll get into this Randy stuff real quick. We know Randy returned at Chamber, and tonight's obviously going to be just a momentum booster for Randy because he returned at Chamber, and now they're just building that up for Mania. We're obviously getting that match, maybe a hardcore match or something like that. I feel like they're going to bring out a new a new stipulation for that match because it's just such a high-profile match. But the real main question is, who is going to be the main event of WrestleMania 41 Night 1? Who's going to be the main event? People said it's going to be Jay versus Gunther, but so far, the feud hasn't been there. The feud hasn't been good enough for that. So then people resorted to Tiffany versus Charlotte, and that one has been cooking since after the Royal Rumble, after Charlotte won, and with Charlotte attacking Tiffany on Raw, CM Punk. Okay, all right. Which that is probably what's going to happen. I'd say CM Punk versus Roman versus Seth is going to be the main event of Night 1. But the main question is who's going to win that? We know Roman Reigns is probably not going to win that. We know CM Punk, he's half the way going to win that. But I feel like this match is okay, and this is a spammer. But we know that whoever really, I feel like that this shouldn't happen. But the real thing is whoever wins this match, they're going to win it off of two people having a obsession with the other person. So either Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are just going to duke it out, and then CM Punk's going to take advantage of that and win the match, or that's going to happen with Seth Rollins. We know Roman Reigns and all these guys have extreme beef, but now I'd say Seth and Roman have the biggest beef out of all these because they have been just going back and forth, and especially with Roman giving Rollins the win, but then attacking him. But what the real concern is right now is what's going to happen with this Paul Heyman stuff. Because Paul Heyman was in the ring with CM Punk, and that's a whole bunch of hoopla. He's not stealing Paul Heyman. He's not stealing the Tribal Chief's advocate. And if Eli says CM Punk is better in the chat, things are going to get ugly, bud. Things are going to get ugly for you, pal. Okay, well, just wait till after the stream, pal. You got 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes, and then it's over for you. But Eli, let me know. Okay, Paul is joining Seth. Okay, yeah, either he's joining Seth, Punk, or Braun Breaker. Obviously, Braun Breaker is like a random one, but eventually, Paul Heyman or Cena. I don't see Cena. But, I mean, I feel like The Rock is the Paul Heyman to John Cena right now. I feel like he's the advocate or the manager. Obviously, we won't see Rock wrestling again, I don't believe. I feel like we saw Rock's last match at Mania. So I feel like that's it for Rock. But I feel like Cena is going to turn on The Rock after Mania or sometime after Mania, and Cody's going to convince Rock or Cody's going to convince Cena to turn back babyface because I do not believe that he's going to retire face. I'm excited to see who wins out of those 3 people, though. I'm excited to see if John's going to beat Cody. There's obviously a lot of ways they can go there. Cena sucks. That's very true, though. Very, very true. Cena does suck. We need a shirt of that. But it's interesting right now because it's really just a toss-up in the air on who's going to win. But obviously Cena needs to get his 17th and pass Ric Flair. But we also know that Cody has Stone Cold on his side. We know Stone Cold replaced Undertaker last year. Stone Cold was supposed to be in the Undertaker's place last year, but he had family problems. So this year, especially after we see the interviews that people are going to give Stone Cold and everything like that, is very much of a toss-up. So we're definitely going to see Stone Cold, but who else comes to the aid of Cody? I don't want to see a people fest like we had last year. We just saw people, and that was good once. We don't need it twice. They can't replicate that. That is possibly the greatest match of all time, and they ain't going to be able to redo that. So what can they do? Nobody knows, but I think they're just going to go the route of giving Cena the title, and I think they'll end up just giving Cena the title, and maybe or not, Cody winning the title back at Saturday Night's main event, something like that. But we know Cena is booked for the next 3 Monday Night Raws, and then Mania, and then a Saturday Night's main event, and then we get the SmackDown after Mania. He's also booked for that, and then we get Saturday Night's main event. So when will he lose that championship? I don't know. But seeing his schedule makes me think that he is not going to win that title. Just saying. I think he'll defeat Gunther at Saturday Night's main event to win his 17th, but I don't think he'll be facing Cody. I don't think he'll beat Cody at Mania. I don't think so. I think we'll get Cena losing and coming to the realization that The Rock is not helping him win this title. So eventually, Cody's going to finally convince him to let go of The Rock and turn back babyface and turn back to the fans, and which the fans will obviously come back to him and run back to him and become a babyface again, because we know the fans are still kind of behind John Cena. We saw the fans go with the Cena sucks and the Let's Go Cena chants, and that is a John Cena chant. That is not something that people that don't like John Cena would do. So we know that the fans are still decently behind John Cena, and they're down for this hell ride because we've been wanting it for 20 years. And the fact that John Cena has a world record or a Guinness World, we will never forget my goodness, I cannot read. We will never forget what Cena did to Cody. We'll always boo this man. Okay, you might. I mean, so after this, nobody. I can't cheer Cena no longer. Bad man. Who hits? And especially Travis Scott, buddy, dude. I can't believe Cody got a black eye from a 125-pound man. That's just a bit crazy. But I mean, I wouldn't want to get hit either. But I think that's absolutely insane that Travis actually hit him. I think that is rambunctious. Now he's selling the wrestling as real shirts, and that's crazy work. But I'm excited to see what's all happening tonight. We know Cody's on Miz TV tonight, and we know that John is not booked for tonight's SmackDown. And possibly this schedule that's been let out for John Cena's schedule, that could be all false. That could be a fake schedule, but we'll never know. Until we see what happens tonight, the only reason I made this live stream this early is because the people in the UK and the people all over around the world, some people are watching at 3 o'clock today, but I'm watching at 8, so I don't have no worries. But just I already posted a video about the pre-SmackDown review, and that was not live, but that was just a 10-minute, and now we're on 57 minutes, and it hasn't got boring yet. I love this, man. I love it. But yeah, I'm excited, very excited to see what they're going to do at Mania with Drew and Damian. But I'd say the most concerning right now is probably Jay and Gunther. What is next for this rivalry? Why is Alpha Academy getting involved with this business? Why is Grayson Waller and Austin Theory getting involved with this? Why are we seeing Austin Theory and Grayson Waller attacking him after the match? And why is that even important to this WrestleMania feud? Because like I just said in my short the other day, there is no way in no world that Jey Uso is having a feud with A-Town Down Under before Mania. There's no way we can get there. We know for the past 2 weeks, for the 2 weeks in a row, we saw Gunther choke out Jey Uso. And that's just not acceptable right now. I feel like Jey Uso has to get some offense to make us believe that he is going to win at Mania. Right now, I don't see any way that it's just not believable that he's going to win at Mania. And obviously, they're building the Cinderella story. He gets choked out every week. He looks like he ain't going to win, and then he wins. That's just what they're building up. They're building up this Cinderella story that the fans want, but also at the same time, people were so shocked after he won the Royal Rumble. What are they screaming at? But we were so shocked after he won the Royal Rumble, and now we're seeing the fans hating his feud after the Royal Rumble, which obviously is not our fault, but I just don't know what they're doing. I can't tell if it's Adam Pearce. I can't tell if it's Triple H. I don't know who to blame for it, but it's going to get better. Triple H is not going to go into Mania, this big, high-profile match at Mania. He's not going to go into that match disappointed. He's going to go into that match absolutely happy with himself. And I'm not gonna discredit Triple H, because y'all know we want those credentials for next year's WrestleMania. We want to be flown out to New Orleans for that WrestleMania 42. But just a little sneak peek. If y'all didn't know, I'm in the Royal Rumble next year. Just a little sneak peek. Already been called up. This is only for the live viewers, for real. I've already been called up. Triple H, Hunter, he was like, yeah, you're going to enter at number 30 and you're going to win the Rumble. So, yeah, just a little sneak peek. Just a little sneak peek. Just kidding, man. Just kidding. But, yeah, I'm excited. We're going to get cooked by show speed. I mean, buddy's fast, but I'm the 230-pound machine. So, you know. I guess that'll be it for the live stream. We're going to have SmackDown tonight. I hope everybody enjoys SmackDown. But it's looking good for SmackDown tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and review. I'm just going to go ahead and say everything on the card. If there's anybody who don't know everything on the card, we got Charlotte Flair versus B-Fab. And I'm going to let out my predictions during this too. I'm going to have Charlotte Flair beat B-Fab, and that's very obvious. But I'm going to have Tiffany Stratton attack Charlotte after her match. I'm going to have the Street Profits defeat DIY tonight. But that's a bit risky because we saw EO defeat Rhea 2 weeks ago, and we saw LA Knight defeat Shinsuke last week. I don't know if Hunter will go for 3 title changes in 4 weeks, but he might go for it. And then we see, what else do we see? We see Cody on Miz TV, which is not that interesting. Or not, well, it's interesting, but I'm guessing that Cody's just going to say the same thing that he did last week, just emphasizing that he's taking control of this rivalry. But I'm sure Miz will stir up some controversy during this. And then lastly, we see Randy Orton defeating Carmelo Hayes, in my opinion. I mean, in any delusional world, y'all know we are an absolutely Carmelo Hayes stan. But in this world, there's just no way. Unless we get a Kevin Owens comeback here and we see Kevin Owens attack Randy. But I think we're going to get a clean match, and Randy's just going to beat him clean to get that momentum going into WrestleMania. Those are my predictions. If you didn't watch the review from earlier, then you just pretty much got that review in 30 seconds. But with that being said, even for the live stream, we're still doing the outro. With that being said, I will see y'all boys in the next one. Deuces.